everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show where I have plenty of very exciting news to share with you. The exciting news of this week is of course the progress on the QA server and the feedback we have already received from the players, because the patch is next week already. So get excited guys, get ready, because next week it's going to be a very big episode with plenty of stuff and a very big patch in game. This is the first time we are doing things like that, and it will be our new way of handling the content we are producing, testing and releasing. So your feedback is more than precious. Thank you so very much to all of you that are following talkshow on YouTube and on Twitch TV. Remember that on Twitch TV you can see me live with the rest of the community every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central American Time or 6 p.m. Central Europe Time. Those episodes are published and edited later on YouTube. And your comments, your like, your share, of course, are very welcome. This helps us to get the words known about our game. So your participation in making Embers Adrift known among the gaming community is really important and really appreciated. So more you speak about the game around you, to your friend, to your community, the better. That's how we just are visible to those players, and maybe they will not enjoy the game and maybe they will, and if they will, that's more players to enjoy the game with. As for a group player game, it's really nice to have more friends to play with, isn't it? So thank you so very much for your participation, for your support and for your kind word of encouragement. All right, so now let's go to the important stuff. Today we are going to speak, of course, of the progress on the QA server. We will be speaking about the first feedback from the players, and then we will be in-game on the QA server to show up the cool stuff. So first of all, as a reminder, what's happening? Maybe you didn't saw the previous episode. If you have not, I recommend you to check it out. Last week's episode was particularly interesting because we had an interview of Drindin, our executive producer, which revealed a lot of information. And the week before that, it was an interview of Undone, our tech director, which also shared his point of view related to the QA server and what we are hoping for with this new system. As a little reminder, our intention is to have monthly release of a big patch rather than having weekly release of sometimes very small patch, which sometimes disappointed player. They were expecting some new content and all they got was quality of life improvement, some bug fixes and some other polish. Of course it needs to be done, but it's a little bit nicer when you have the feeling to have a big patch. But monthly we can do that. Weekly maybe not so much, at least not every week. But the main purpose of doing this is also so the content can be tested more thoroughly, not only by us, the dev team, but also by the community. So anyone that has an active subscription can download the QA server, can find their character that have been copied from the live server. They can boost it if they were lower level. They can create a new character. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your live account at all, so you can delete all your character and create new one. That's not a problem. You will find a little zone that I'm going to show you today in New Haven City, where you will have all of the equipment vendor, the potion vendor, all of that to set up your character so you can test the new content. The idea with this type of release is also so the developers can experiment with the content and with the solution a little bit more without being scared to break everything on the live server. So you will, it allows us to be a little bit more experimental, to try different solutions that we could not have done with a patch on the live server, because we cannot try and test everything with a small team of devs, right? It's much better when the community can test out things and tell us their feeling and their feedback before it's already actually implemented in game. So By doing so, it allows us to be a little bit more experimental. So if we break anything, it doesn't matter because it's on the QA server. All it will do is players say, no, that's bullshit, don't do it. That's okay, it's fine. We are there to experiment things and find new solutions to make the game really the game that you deserve, that will be most enjoyable for everyone. So first of all, getting started with the QA server. I certainly have shown this thread last week, but it's okay. Check it out if you do not know how to start your QA server experience. So here you will have all of the indication, how to download it, how to create your character with little illustration, everything to tell you step by step what to do. All right, so check that thread out. It will give you a nice overview of how to get started to test the QA server. There's also a new section on the forum to give your feedback. It's called QA feedback, right? You will have this new section also on Discord, so you can have discussion about the QA server. So that's the patch note for the QA server. So understand that it's not on live yet. The patch will be live next week. So this week, we need you to test it. So you will see everything I've been sharing last week, all of that. That's everything I've been sharing last week. You can check it out for yourself on this thread if you have missed out the episode last week, or you can check out the episode obviously. It's published on YouTube. But here are the Thursday, February 16 change, and then the Monday, February 20 change. So let's see what we have here. Less variation in jump audio pitch shifting. Auto decline dual requests from blocked player. I know that some of you have been asking for having a possibility to completely block the dual request. This is not implemented yet, but we are very aware that you have been requesting that. More reliably add your challenge extra duel to chat. Disabling more non-interactive anvil. Added a default dialogue to fill in New Haven Valley. That's the guy that is at the windmill on the hill in New Haven Valley. Fixing some prop issue in Red Shore and Red Shore Ridge. Sorting loot roll results by need, greed, pass, and dice value with the winner at the top. That will be easier to read the results of the loot. Highlighting item when they increase in count via loot purchase, etc. Highlighting back icons in the upper right when an item is looted and added, and revert some audio change that I think was a cause of background audio issue for some, which has been reported by some of you. So that's mostly quality of life change. Here, hit from quill back spine, viper toxin, hemorrhaging strike, open wound, and other damage shield will now always score a normal hit. No more missing. Isn't that nice? So you're not wasting your precious regent, or not regent, consumable that you had hard time to find, and then you have a miss, which is very disappointing. So that is gone. Potentially fixed an issue causing center screen announcement to stop showing. It needs testing, so please test that out and give you reports. Added the Grimstone base map. No point of interest yet. Isn't that nice? Cloud reflection are now updated over multiple frames for minor performance boost. So this is an answer to those of you that are asking, are we working on the performance? Yes, all the time. We try to find solution to reduce the performance drain as much as possible, and every time we have an occasion, we do it. Reduce bloom intensity and adjusted the tree's hold. Hopefully this will help with the washed out look some have mentioned at time. Alright, adjusted humanoid skin material setting to reduce light bleed when close to bright light source. That's nice. Reduce the shininess of humanoid skin material slightly. Increase animation lerp rate by a small amount. That would be really nice to know your feedback related to the increased animation. This is something we're doing to give a little bit more punch to the game and give a feeling that's, I don't know. So your opinion will be nice. Camera damping is now off by default. It can be re-enabled in your gameplay option. Fixed an issue with feared NPC not running away from you. Fixed an issue where feared NPC could execute attack. And that was annoying, obviously. Added Flatworm to Red Shore Ridge and Grimstone Canyon. Isn't that nice? Who loved the Flatworm? I love the Flatworm. I like to hunt them. Except when I'm in a group and that I know that are going to lose a lot of time if I start to run after them. But I really think it's a fun little things. I really love it. I hope you like it too. Added new consumable and crafting item to Red Shore Merchant. Popular recipe available at level 25 instead of 36. Reduce stamina cost of Chaotic Strike. Reduce execution time and cooldown of Duel. Reduce cooldown of Second Wind. Reduce cooldown of Rock Hide. Decrease stamina cost of Amputate and increase the duration of the effect. Reduce cooldown, stamina cost and execution time on Resuscitate. And increase damage of Despair. It now bypass armor and active defense. Enable dynamic threat scaling for Disengage. So that's all of the new spells and new abilities, and we have received a lot of feedback related to that. So thank you very much to each and every one of you that have been actively discussing and testing and trying some change. And I know some players that have been very dedicated to that. They have made several characters, they have boosted their character, they asked me to boost their character so they could really try all of the new abilities and see if it was nice and attractive. And there had been a lot of discussion with Cedric directly between him and the community, so there had been a dialogue happening to really make those abilities useful and you know that you want to use them. And then QA only update added level 38 and 42 level potion, which will be more convenient for you to test things, and added Emberstone chest. Are you not happy about that? Right click this chest will now equip your character with an Emberstone and fill it up. Right click it again, we tier up to the next Emberstone with a higher capacity and fill it up. Isn't that beautiful? Emberstone has a 200 on it, hint, hint. Yeah. So what can you expect next week with the new content? What's new? The new zone, Grimstone Canyon. The duel. Some quality of life stuff, like for example, purchase back from merchant, in the new abilities. I think, well, I'm not sure if they will be on, because they need to be findable on quests. So that I'm not sure if they will be on in the next patch, but you will have 7 new quests. That's for sure. Hello, Trina. You mentioned a dynamic threat scaling with Disengage. Where can I read the detail? So threat scaling, new tech has been implemented that allow for a dynamic threat bonus on Provoke, Roar, and Fading Strike. The purpose of this tech is to allow the player to more effectively close the gap between themselves and another player on the threat list. For Provoke and Roar, this bonus only applies if you're not on the top of the NPC threat list. The bonus threat value is proportional to the difference between the top threat and your threat. For Fading Strike, this works in the opposite direction. You get a negative threat bonus if you are at the top of the threat list. The negative bonus is proportional to the difference between your threat and the next highest person on the threat list. Alright, so here you will find, here you have all of the new quests that you cannot try on the QA server. That's very important. We have said and mentioned that we do not want you to try the quest. First, we don't need the players to test the quest. We can do that ourselves. And we do it very thoroughly. with plenty of devs are on that. But we don't want to spoil you the quest. We don't want that some of you know all of the emplacement of the quest in advance of everyone else either. So there's in the preservation of the cool surprise, and then also we don't want you to know everything and can, you know, spoil it for everyone else or go beyond everyone else by succeeding the quest. So know that our quests are still aimed to intrigue you, to require you to think a little. It's not just quest for gaining experience. You don't gain experience in our quest anyway. So it's really for the thrill of the adventure. So try to really respect that and to not spoil other player unless they privately ask you. Then of course you can reveal a location or something, but try to let player find out for themselves. So here are the quests, just the title, so you have an idea of what's coming. Runty's Revenge, The Circle Expedition, In the Forest of Madness, Stone and Bones, The Hunt, The Great Hunt, Eye in the Sky, and The Fight for the Freehold. So that are the 7 quests that you will find next week. Isn't that exciting? So let's speak about the content creator of the week, and this week I'm going to speak to you about NPC Nate. We have already spoken about NPC Nate in a different episode because NPC Nate, which is also the guild leader of the biggest guild and the most active guild in the game at the moment, which is Embers Underground, is also a YouTuber. You probably know that. He has created YouTube review about the game and he was streaming Embers Adrift on YouTube, but he have changed it recently and he's back on Twitch instead of YouTube. So I think it was, you know, important to mention that change. So here it is. This is the new Twitch TV of NPC Nate. He do not have a lot of followers, so let's give him a big shout out so he can have more followers. He's streaming a little bit less regularly now because he had a baby recently. So he's busy with his little baby, with his newborn. But sometimes he's playing and streaming Embers Adrift. So let's give him a follow. You can check him out in the link above the chat. And let's have a view of this stream here. Oh, nice! I like this starting soon thing. That's pretty cool. That looked pretty epic. I'm jealous. Alright. No, I'm jealous of his setup. Look at that fancy setup. Let's make a lot of comments on his fancy setup. Who is jealous of his fancy setup? Look at that. I need a screen like this too. Anyway. So, let's see.
See if that helps or hurts. This guy's tough. Ooh, wow, that really, yeah, wow. That's way faster, holy shit. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so now we know. Did y'all see that? Whenever I looted, there's like this big string of text that pops up on the side. What is that? Is this a bug that's specific to me?
What is the bug specific to you?
Has anyone else seen this?
His background behind is quite fancy too, right?
I don't know what it is.
So Nate, which is now in Retro Forest. It happened to you as well? Oh, you need to report that, guys. So we can have that in the patch note next time, because it's corrected.
I'm just gonna keep posting my guild chat. LFG Red Shore, man, because I know. Ooh, I know they forget I've got a guild menu. I can see where they're at. I know we got people in Red Shore that are ignoring me. Sons of bitches, man. Why do they do this to me? They go deaf whenever I try to talk to them.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fine.
And let's see a little bit further. He's still discovering Red Shore Forest.
Okay. We got 12 seconds left on that.
What's going on? You see, you can make
There's more up here
soloing
than
quite
you would think.
exciting as well. For yourself if you want. But anyway, so NPC Nate is streaming on Twitch TV instead of YouTube, or
See if I
maybe
can
he's
just
streaming
pull him.
also on YouTube at the same time. That I don't
Bounce,
know.
Bounce.
If it's doing both at the same time.
Bounce.
But
It sounds like more than one
from what
person.
I've understood on Twitter,
Just
it
got
felt
the one.
more like he was streaming
Okay. I think the other
on just
person
on
almost
Twitch.
pulled and then didn't.
There it is. Please give him a follow.
Okay.
So it would be nice to have lay of the land stay on when loading into a new zone. Reducing the cooldown would be sweet as well. What do you think? I think that it makes sense that you would want to have it go with you through through the loading of a zone, but maybe from a technical point of view it is not feasible. Or yes, I suppose everything is feasible, but it might be difficult. Okay, so I am on the QA server right now. You can see that my character has been copied, but as you know, my duelist is level 20 now on the live server, so that has been copied last week, so it has not changed. So let's take my duelist over here. Because I need to show you certain things. I will be dropped in Midland. So one of the feedback that have been reported by the players is that please let us pop in New Haven City when the character are copied from the live server to the QA server. I do not know if it will be possible to do something like that, but it makes much sense and it will be nice. Otherwise, you will have to rely on GM to be teleported. Do not hesitate to ask or help if you want. You are lost in the middle of Red Shore Forest and you would like to go on New Haven City. We can teleport you. I'm speaking on the QA server, of course, not the live server. The live server you have to run. What are the difference between the live server and the QA server? The QA server is for testing. The live server is the real game. So the QA server is just for testing out the new patch that before they go on the live server to see if everything is going well, etc. Therefore, we give to player advantages to help them level up, get some equipment so they can test more easily. So basically we are allowed to cheat on the QA server, while on the live server we are not allowed to cheat. That's the big difference. So live server, serious business. QA server, it's for testing. Alright, so I am in New Haven City, and the zone on the QA server, let's wait that it's calmed down a little bit. So the zone where you go when you want to improve your character is in the sewer over here. You can click on either of those doors and you will be teleported in the quartermaster alcove. All right. Hello, we have someone here. Hi. So here, anti-stable, you will find a merchant that give you different potions. So those potions will boost you immediately to that level. So you have 30, 34, 38, and 42. And then you also have the abilities. So for example, where is the ability for my character? No, that's for the duelist. Flourish. There we go. Upper hand and amputate. So all those abilities will not be offered to you at the trainer on the live server. Those abilities will be found in different way, but also through quests. So I do not think that specifically will be ready for the next patch next week, but we're working on it and we're testing it. And we have received a lot of feedback from players on the QA forum on the forum or in the QA discussion on Discord. Do not hesitate to share your feedback and to try those new abilities. Test them out and say what you think honestly. Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Is it useful? Is it something you want to put on your ability bar? You also have some equipment, because let's imagine you are coming with your level 10 character, or you have created a new character, you will still need to have some equipment. So you have some basic stuff, nothing too fancy. Level 30, do we have anything more? No, it's just level 30. So if you are 32, well, too bad, but there it is. Like, I should get some new stuff for myself, like the Brilliant Scepter. Of an accessory to replace my glowing rod. No, my glowing rock is still better. Yeah, so whatever. All right, so that's the merchant. Here you have the Ember Stone. So my Ember Stone now it's 150. And now it's 200. Finely cut Ember Stone. All right. Can I click more? Ah, it's just that. Okay, fine. Then here you have your personal stash and you have your bank. That have increased in size. Look at this, guys. That has not been mentioned into the patch notes. Hey, Ash, hello, how are you doing? Yes, Nolji, this is on the QA server only. The reason why this is on the QA server, it's so we are not making the mistake of patching that on the live server, because it's in a new scene, which is very separate from everything else. So you will not find by mistake a special merchant that sell the leveling potion. That will be dramatic, right? So here you have the merchant that sell you the new abilities and the potion. It's for testing. It's on the QA in the Quartermaster alcove, and so that's the new zone. It's in New Haven City in the sewer, so you can only access it on the QA server. But yeah, there is new column. Pretty sure that was full, so that's quite exciting. It is bigger. So what's that? It's still the merchant. And now here you have the buyback function. Okay, look at that, guys. All right. Let me sell all of my stuff. Okay. Oh no, I cannot sell that. Cannot sell that. Okay, let me sell. Wait, why? Why can I not? So what's the message? Cannot be sold. All right, fine. Let's sell that. Okay, I've sold my potion. Oh no, that's horrible. Well, I can get my potion back. Give me my potion back. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you see, merchant, I'm selling. So how much I will sell it? 1 silver. I'm buying back. I buy it back for exactly the price I sold. So there's not even a problem with this. The only thing is that it will not be there forever. I think it will be like 30 minutes, something like this. Yeah, I know. It happened all the time, and we have all the time player that want, please, Elloa, I've sold my weapon by mistake, can you help me? And I'm sorry, no. Oh, that sucks, yeah. There's nothing I can do about that. And here you also have a target dummy. So if you want to try out, you know, all the new abilities, there you can. With this character, I'm only going to take a level 30 potion because I will use that character for the event on Thursday. So if you want to be part of my group Thursday during the stream, it's from 3 p.m. Central Europe time to 6 p.m. Central Europe time. And we're going to play on the QA server to show the new zone and try out new things. And we're going to take the 30 potion. So here it is. Now I am much more powerful. Yay! And I have access to this. Oh, yes. Yeah, no more screen. Now we're going to use the... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. What's that? Steam. What? Rejuvenate an ally stamina? Wow. That seems like super useful. That's really nice. I can regenerate your stamina, guys. Really cool. All right. Duelist for the win. All right. So now, where's the door? Here's the door. There it is. So the new feature of this patch, you have the Grimstone Canyon, the duel, the buyback, and some other quality of life feature. And then you have 7 quests that has been added to the game as well. All right. So here we are. It is the night right now. Yes, the night just started. And we're in Grimstone Canyon. But so you can enjoy the landscape a little bit more, we are going to do that. Okay, so there it is. We're in the middle of the day now. It's just an illusion, so the night creator might still be on. All right, so I am going to be in no target. So I will not be the target of mob because I would like to show you all of the new creator that we have. I would like that features to set the time. Yeah, a lot of people would like to have that. But with the game we have set up and the night and the day, you know, we want to homogenize the player experience. All right, so the first creator, I have been showing that last week, obviously. So if you have been present last week, that might not be really much a surprise for you. But I'm going to show you and focus this little ballad specifically onto the new creator. So first we have the Slackjack. There it is. So the Slackjack are those big creatures. I'm not sharing the lore about it because that will be a spoiler. But here you can see this creator close. They are customable, so the equipment that they have or the look that they have is different from creator to creator. It's randomized. So you have different piece of the shirt or the ankle shackle and the fist shackle, wrist shackle, sorry. Like he only had, but he has some sort of boot as well, but they're completely broken. It look a little bit like a Hulk, don't you think? You know? Rav is saying, my big concern about the QA server is drawing too many players away from live. I hope it keeps very limited and only used when is needed for testing specific things and not just open weekly by default. No, it is not. So yeah, we had exactly the same opinion than you, Rev. Therefore, that's why it is, for me, it's open all the time, but for other people, it's open specifically at certain time. And it's not all the zone that are open, and also the character will be wiped regularly. So exactly for the reason you mentioned, to not drag away too many people on the QA server. And for now, I can tell you that it's not the case. But we still need it to be tested, and it's also the reason why I'm organizing events, and I will do a kind of event on the Thursday for this. So here you can see he has gloves, he have one boot and one shackle and nothing else. All right, so that are the new big dude. So Drakati, I was thinking the same, kind of letting fall to jump to content. I wish I didn't see some of these. Oh yeah, well then, of course, it's my duty to show you the new content. It is your responsibility to be aware if you want to be spoiled or not. So, well, I am sorry if you spoiled yourself, but I can understand. So if you don't want to see the new creators, then don't watch this. Maybe I should have been more clear. Attention, guys. Spoiler alert. I'm showing you the new zone. All good. I will turn away. All right. Okay, fine. Because I do have to promote the new content and to showcase stuff, right? I've been showing this last week as well, so it's kind of the same path we're taking. I have the feeling the contrast is a bit stronger. Than before. So Norji saying, I have no trouble watching this. I will have forgotten it once I reached in it in game anyway. Yeah, that's nice. Fellow goldfish brain nights. Yeah, I'm a little bit like that too. I really have the feeling that there is more contrasts. Like, so, because Undone has changed something, he has changed some filter, and he will tell me, no, I've just changed this, no contrast. I say, ah, the contrast is stronger. Stronger than before. Yeah, I can see my shadow, or more shadowy. Alright, so you have Mandrake here. Always nice to see some of the Mandrake. You can see the Mandrake already in New Haven Valley. And in Middleland, that's the place where you will find them mostly, and of course Retro Forest. But you will find some here. You were so surprised. Yeah, those plants are bizarre, aren't they? Okay. So there's different... Oh, now we can see there's a map. Alright. So the map is so beautiful, it's so pretty. Yeah, that's the embering. We are the embering here. You can see on the canyon over there already some sort of construction. Intriguing construction. Don't know, there is no compass. Oh yeah, that has always been there. The windrows, yeah. Does allow you to find your way if you see where Blue Peter is. Here. Blue Peter, so you know the north is there. So you know that I'm watching in this direction. Hello, Aaron. Hi, hi. Look like an American canyon. Yeah, a little bit, right? Ah, look at those. Those one are very nice. So that's our second creature. I should have taken some screenshot. I'm going to do that. All right. So I am going to enter into screenshot mode. All right. Just so I can make a nice screenshot of this creature. I'm going to take the chance. There it is. And then I am going to take another screenshot of those big dude guys. This one because he has the sun in the right moment. Hello, Cheris Laboyer. Ah, that's a nice angle. I'm pretty sure the contrast is has changed. Yeah. All right, let's continue a little wandering around. There's plenty of other area to find. There is some other creature that I didn't have the chance to show you. But as I do not know very well the zone, I'm not sure where everything is. Oh, you have some raccoon. Look like his gut was modeled after mine. Oh. You have plenty of rat nests here, guys. Look at that. Should we have also scorpion nests? It's a rat nest ruin. Isn't that nice? That's going to be a nice area for farming Brigand region. Here you have those magnificent elk. The imperial elk with the magnificent horn. And then of course you have your regular animal type, the boar, the quillback. So that's the end of the canyon. There must be a different... And this is just... I need to check something, guys. Okay, so I know why it's like that. So this is a time where the game was generally, the light was generally blooming a lot. So there had been some change and it make everything look a little bit different. That would be a nice screenshot. And you see that Blue Peter is much higher in the sky because the more we are at the north, the higher Blue Peter is in the sky. Good information to know, right? No, 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 no. There's not too much hope with that, guys. We don't have the tech for the pet class at all. Okay. I'm going to slew because I would like to check out some other canyon of this canyon. So we were here. That's where we came from, I think. Yeah. I will be going in this direction. I'm showing the map. If you don't want to see the map, close your eyes. Right. Aha, what we're going to see here. I'm curious. Plenty of mushroom, guys. Okay, so this is the new creature. Then again, if you don't want a spoiler, remove yourself now. But look at those guys. What happened to them? Look at them. See that? Aren't they looking awesome? Awesome, I pity them. Well, I can understand that you pity them. Okay, we're going to take a little screenshot here. What are they? Why? There is certainly a lot of lore regarding those. Certainly a lot of lore, okay. I don't like the lights. Yeah, that will make a nice screenshot. There we go. Let's continue a little descent into madness, into this canyon. I'm glad that you're excited, guys. Because, yeah, we have always say, because some people have been criticizing us with the creature that we had. Like, nothing is really extraordinary, nothing is really giving you this oomph feeling in the first area too. I think the quillback are kind of really nasty. You see, it's not a nice rabbit. The person that say it's a nice rabbit, they have not been looking from close. That's not at all a nice rabbit. That's a quillback. It's horrible. But we want to introduce the creator step by step, you see, and there's a reason why they are like that. And so what's going on? What's happening? So you're in, as you progress through the game, you are asking yourself questions. It looks similar to the killer rabbits I had as a kid. I was so happy one day when I could pet her without getting bit. Turned out she was dead. Oh no. Oh, that's a sad story, Nolji. Yeah, here we are descending and descending and descending into the canyon. It looks really cool. I think the canyon looks really nice. Do you know that a real quillback is a fish? Actually, I don't. What we will have in this area. There's one creature I wanted to show you, but I don't think they are there. We saw them by chance last week, but today it doesn't seem that there is any of those. Okay, you see, all those guys are really randomized. Even the color of their clothes is different. Look at that, guys. That looks really cool. So you have the monoliths. Oh yes, here they are. Okay, so that canyon looks really nice. It is nicely guarded, this canyon. Oh my god, and look at this. Look at this. What are those? All right. Hmm. You see this? Need to have my character which is closer to those guys. So I can show them. I can pretend I'm fighting. No, there's no more. Ah, where's my ground torch? Do I have some ground torch? Yes, I do. Let's put some dramatic lighting somewhere. There we go. So we're going to do a screenshot like I was fighting the guy. Of course, it doesn't seem very dangerous here, but still. Yeah, ignore me when I'm taking a screenshot. Anyway, that's the last creature. They really look cool. Ah. One is lost in the stone. Okay, fine. And then you have... You have this. Ooh, that's a nice screenshot. Yeah, they're looking really awesome, right? That's a pretty cool screenshot. Here we have... Ah, nice. That will be nice too. Come on. Fight him. Yes. Very, very good. Nice. Perfect. And look at that. I love those raven creature. They look really nice. And the Ashen version does exist. And they're huge as well. Time for me to lurk. I have finished what I need to do online and now I must put the kid to bed and try to pack a few things. Oh, nice. Enjoy your vacation. I hope you're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah. This is going to be epic. And here we have a very small little canyon. What do we have here? I love how you can see Blue Peter like this. This looks really awesome. No, it's a dead end. Okay, fine. Well, I think we've seen enough for today. You had a nice idea of the different creature you will be able to find in this new area. You have different kind of humanoid. You have different kind of animals. It looks awesome. And this is only the first part of the canyon. The canyon is going to be delivered in 3 parts. The second part, and then you will have something that will be like an open dungeon, a little bit like Retro Reach. And that will be the third part of this zone. So the first part is going to land for you guys next week. Isn't that exciting? All right. So what is the goal of Embers Adrift to play exploring and questing? It is mostly to have an adventure to share with friends. It is to progress your character through an immersive world, facing danger and challenges and overcoming it with other people. And in the process, create lasting memories and maybe friendship that will last for you a lifetime. So the slow pace of the game, the pace of the game is relatively slow to allow you to really have this feeling of a long journey and a long adventure. Every step of your progression is important. It's not something you go through it super fast and then you arrive at the end game, right? So Embers Adrift is constructed in a more old school way where your journey is going to take you some time. Therefore, each step of your journey is going to be important. When you find a new piece of equipment, it's going to last you for some level, and those some level may last you for weeks. So it is important to get that piece of equipment because it will be useful for you for a long time. In some modern MMORPG where the leveling aspect is very fast-paced and you can really trash it in a few weeks or even in a few days, because that's what happens. If you're really, really thorough, you can really finish your leveling in 1 week or less. You don't really care about getting piece of equipment as you're leveling because it's going to be replaced maybe in 30 minutes anyway. Or you're going to have a quest reward and ups. What you dropped on the boss is not interesting anymore. Therefore, it's lose a little bit the importance of every step of your progression because you're going to go through it so fast and so easily. So here it's really about having this long adventure, having this long journey. Each step of the journey is important and you're sharing that journey with other players because your adventure solo will be difficult. Then you have, of course, the world to explore, to discover. You have a lot of named monster, so named boss. That's something important in the game, to find a named boss because they have a chance to get you some good loot and some good equipment is kind of exciting in this game. And then you have also the lore to discover. It's an intriguing world that you're discovering, which is different from what you can find on the market. It is a low fantasy settings, or what I like to say, medieval science fiction setting, which is a different atmosphere. There is no magic, there is no wizard, there is no mage, there is no necromancer. But you will find other things that are not super flashy, but should intrigue you and make you ask questions. Where am I at? How does this world work? What is the ember? How does it affect the fauna and the flora? Can it affect me as well? Can I use it? So that's what Embers Adrift is all about. It is more old school type of game than a modern MMORPG. The combat is slow paced and also based on strategy and collaboration. You will be stronger with other players. Each classes and each role are meant to be to combine well with each other. It's a direction we have not been at. Oh yes, maybe we have. Oh no, I'm not in no target anymore. Right? Okay, fine, fine. I can fight you. Yes, of course, I have spells that are meant for group here. I've put new abilities, but that's... Can I use the Steam on me? Yeah, woohoo! All of my stamina is back. Oh, that's so cool. That's a nice spell. Have you all started working on a new class yet? No. No. We are... what we are working on is new abilities for every class, but not new class. So there is new stuff coming, but it's not a new class. That's the kind of stuff we are going to work maybe next year, maybe the year after that. First, right now, what we are trying to do is to finish, to release all of the zone we have planned, all of the dungeon we have planned, and the alchemy system. So I will say that's really kind of a roadmap. A lot of people are asking for the roadmap. I don't have a precise roadmap to share with you. We have a work in progress thread on the forum. But what I could say in globally, in a very big line, is to finish to release every zone we have planned to release, all of the dungeon we have planned to release among those zones, and then the alchemy system, where the player will be able to tap into the power of the ember to transform some of their abilities. So that's the idea. And so that needs to be done in the game before we even consider a new class. So right now it's not even in our minds. That will be for later, guys. First, we need more people to be level 50. We only have 3. Do you realize we only have 3 players that are max level? Alright. And voila, that's it for today. Thank you so very much, guys, for following this episode. I hope what you see really made you excited for the next patch that will happen next week. So the 28th of February, you can expect this new zone, all those new quests, etc, etc. I will see you next week for another very exciting episode. Be sure to check it live on Twitch TV if you have the occasion. It starts at 11 a.m. for Central America or at 6 p.m. for Central Europe. I will be very happy to see you there. Be sure to leave a comment, to give a like, and to subscribe to our channel. We are doing those episodes every week, and we're very happy to have your question, your interactions, your comments, etc. Thank you so very much. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your life. Be kind with each other. And see you soon. Bye.